Okay, so it's 1 o'clock, almost 1 o'clock. We're boarding the ferry to go to Put-in-Bay.
Hey everyone, welcome back. In this video, we'll spend 24 hours in Put-in-Bay, and we'll share with you the big mistake that we made. Some of you may remember that we started this trip by crossing over into Canada via Detroit, and then we spent the first night camping on this little dongle, which is Renault State Park. Then we traveled to Niagara Falls, where we spent several days exploring the Canadian side of Niagara Falls. We then crossed back into the U.S. at Buffalo and headed down into Pennsylvania, where we dispersed camp for a few days in Bald Eagle State Forest and then a couple more days in Allegheny National Forest. In the last video, we were in Ohio. We camped at Punderson State Park and then visited Cuyahoga National Park. So in this video, we're wrapping up our trip in Put-in-Bay. If you haven't seen any of the previous videos and are interested, we'll link the playlist at the end of this video. If you're not familiar with Put-in-Bay, it is on South Bass Island, which is just north of Sandusky in Lake Erie. We'll be taking Miller's Ferry from Catawba Island to the southern point of South Bass Island. On South Bass Island, there is a state park where we'll be camping, and then Put-in-Bay is the town in the center of the island. It is known as being a little bit of a party town. All of this parking we are passing are for people leaving their cars and taking the ferry over to the island.
Boarding. I think you need to go this way. Vehicles for ferry.
Enter there?
Enter here. I think so.
Since we're taking our camper over to the state park, we needed to figure out where the vehicles line up.
We'll see. Nope, nobody coming.
Since we had never been here before, it took us a few minutes to figure this out. Just be patient and read the signs, and it's pretty easy to figure out where you need to go. If you're taking the ferry over as a pedestrian, you can purchase tickets ahead of time online or here at the ticket hut. If you're driving, if you're taking a vehicle over, you have to purchase tickets on site.
Hi.
Hello.
Put-in-Bay.
Yes.
2 people.
Yes.
How long is the trailer?
15 feet.
So it's 130 round trip.
Okay.
We'll put you in lane number 3.
Okay.
Thank you.
So one is for there and one is for back?
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Have a good day.
Thanks.
Round trip for passengers is only $18 with children free, and you can bring a bike round trip for $5. Cars are $40 round trip.
Okay, so it is 1 o'clock, 1:01, and we are on the ferry to Put-in-Bay.
Yep.
Yep,
So 24 hours in Put-in-Bay.
because we have to check out of the campground at 1 o'clock
Yep.
by 1 o'clock tomorrow. So we figure we're gonna have 24 hours to see what we can do. We've never been to Put-in-Bay before.
See what kind of trouble we can get into?
See what kind of trouble we can get into.
Nah, we'll cause it. We won't get in.
I would say we don't get in very much trouble.
We cause it.
But getting on the ferry was much simpler than we were nervous about it because we've never done it. We've never been here before, didn't know what to expect. There wasn't a line at all. We were able to drive right up to the
line of
booth.
people coming that are walking on.
Walking on, yeah. So more people just take the ferry over and then walk the island or rent a golf cart. But, you know, obviously we have our truck, so we won't be renting a golf cart. Yeah. No, I know. I thought about it. So we could be cool and all. But after paying for the ferry ride, so with our trailer, it was $65 one way and then $65 the other. So $130 round trip.
Here we go.
Okay, so we'll get out and
Camera
walk
forward.
around a little bit here and check things out.
The trip across takes about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Maps and info.
Welcome to Put in Bay. Oh, we got carts, passing carts, man.
Right away, we were surprised by just how many carts there are.
It's $120.
You're kidding me.
No,
I can get a helicopter ride for 40 bucks.
40. Yeah. South Bass Island camping. Yep, that way. $120 for 24 hours. Or
Check-in parking.
check-in parking. So ours is 7. So this will be 1. Gonna be down there by that trailer.
The campground sits on the former site of the Hotel Victory, and there are ruins of the hotel scattered around the campground. The hotel opened in 1896 and was the largest in the U.S. at the time, with 705 rooms. It boasted modern amenities like electric lighting, elevators, and an indoor swimming pool. A fire destroyed the hotel in 1919, which means it was only open for 23 years.
Okay, so 2 o'clock. We got
Hooked
the
up or unhooked.
trailers all set up, which is a good thing. So check-in is at 3, but they let us check in a little bit early.
Gina winked at her.
Which is good because we tried to go to our first stop, which is the lighthouse, with the trailer, and parking was not trailer friendly. Golf carts are a big thing, but I know from looking at Google Maps that there is parking for cars as well. But not trailers. So now we're gonna go, so a little bit after 2, and we're gonna go see how much we can do before we get too tired tonight or have too many adult beverages tonight. So we've had a change in plans. We're not going to the lighthouse first because it's open 24 hours a day. We're going to the winery first because it closes at like 4 or 5. So we're going to go to Heineman's Winery, which from what I've read is like one of the oldest wineries in Ohio, or like the first winery in Ohio.
It's okay to park and come back next to BMW.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, the last one went down, we sat down early. But it looks like we just about have everybody now. All right, so my name is Sean. You are standing in the world's largest known celestite geode. Normally a geode is about golf ball to basketball size, so very rare to have one like this. Was originally discovered in 1897. Main uses for the crystals back in the day were for road flares and fireworks, just because the crystals burn a bright orange color. Very valuable to the Heinemans. They would not be here today without this cave. Kept them afloat during the Prohibition time. At one point there were 16 wineries on the island. Afterwards the Heinemans were the only remaining ones. So yeah, they wouldn't be here today without this cave.
Like Napa.
We are the oldest family-owned and operated winery in Ohio. It was started in 1888 by Gustav Heinemann. He immigrated here from Germany. All of the vineyards that you see here on the island are ours.
Go 3 o'clock. So we did the winery tour and the cave tour. Had a couple glasses of wine. So now I think we're gonna go across to Perry's Cave and see if we can check out the butterfly house. So we're just hopping right across the street from Heinemann's.
Sorry for the noise. It's very hot in here.
So they've got mini golf. They've got a maze. They've got a cave of their own.
40 species and about 1,000 butterflies. We ask that you watch where you walk so you don't step on them.
Are you feeling attacked? Yeah, you've got like 4 of them on you now. So we just got out of the butterfly house.
At 3:43.
It's really cool. I definitely think it's worth going into.
You get attacked.
Yeah, Tim, they love Tim. He had like 4 or 5 of them just on him the whole time. And I forgot to say, so the winery and cave tour was $12 per person for both tours. And then here to go into the butterfly house was $12 per person. And so we were in there for about half an hour or so because it's really warm in there. But then when you come out, they have this air-conditioned room that you loved. I'm thinking maybe we'll go get something to eat, and then we'll go do a couple other things. So it looks like there is parking for this. So like straight ahead, go through the stop sign, and it looks like there is parking. We had decided to go to the boardwalk for seafood, and so we were headed that direction looking for parking.
Fine.
Well, it's right there.
That's golf cart parking there.
Is that what it says?
Well, do you see any other cars in there?
No,
Okay.
I don't. Tim's like, we should have just got a golf cart.
Put it in 4 low.
Let's see, so here's cars parked here. We were here in August of 2023, and afterwards we found this image of the parking zones that were passed in 2022. Heckenback is a 4-door pickup with a 6.5-foot bed, so we were not parking anywhere on the main square. So there's the memorial. So you can pull, if you want to pull in there, there's no dead end down here. Plenty of cars here. Visitor parking only. So what do you think? Do you want to look around here first, or do you? Since we were in the parking lot for the Peace Memorial, we decided to go ahead and explore the memorial and the visitor center that goes along with it, and then go get something to eat. This was more interesting than we actually expected it to be, because we had just been on the other side of Lake Erie in Canada, and there was a lot of information about the War of 1812 and Canadian memorials. So just comparing the two was really interesting. There is an elevator that takes you to the top of the tower where you can get a view from up there. But the week that we were here, the elevator was down for repairs. So we were really bummed about that.
If you come here, get a golf cart. Don't think you can drive. You won't find a place to park. This is why you won't find a place to park.
Old Google Images lie. We left Heckenback parked on the street down by the Peace Memorial. So there is a 3-hour parking limit down there. Beer Barrel Saloon, Hank Hill. They've got names. Our first stop was Mojito Bay for a drink before dinner. This is a very popular, laid-back, kind of trendy bar. We were here on a Thursday. I imagine they're much more busy. The whole island is probably a lot more busy on Friday and Saturday. If you've ever been here on the weekend, let us know if that's true.
How's your drink?
It's good. It's good. It's strong.
Thank you so much.
I think what? What is it?
It's a hurricane.
A hurricane? Oh, okay. You thought that was appropriate for the weather outlook?
No.
No?
I just figured sex on the beach was inappropriate.
Cheers. You gonna drink that one? You drink the one. Oh, I guess I shouldn't make you drink too much. I could. Don't spit it.
Hey, police.
It'd be good popo.
Yeah. Oh, it's looking at the t-shirts.
We really enjoyed Put-in-Bay Brewing, and while we were there was a downpour, so perfect timing. Then we headed across the street to Last Resort Ladder Company.
What are you doing?
Facebooking.
Facebooking.
Yeah.
Should you Facebook and drink at the same time?
You don't want to text and drink at the same time.
But Facebooking and drinking at the same time? Okay.
Right next door is the Fire Engine Pizza Company, and we were told they have the best pizza on the island. We ordered a half pepperoni, half garlic bread, and it was delicious.
Mr. Ed's.
As we were walking back to the truck, it started to pour again. So we ducked into the boathouse.
We left the big window in the trailer open, didn't we?
Yep. Oh, we'll see what that looks like.
So
Hi, everybody!
you're not that toasted, because we're not that like heavy drinkers or anything. But
We got heavy rain on.
yeah, we found a place to park here by the memorial. We talked to one of the bartenders, and he said, yeah, parking cars, you have to know where to go, where to park them. There is very limited parking for cars, and it's kind of you either know or you don't know, and we don't know. Now we're gonna head back to the campground. We're gonna try to get some shots of the Put-in-Bay sign as the sun is setting.
Oh, look, yeah.
So he's sitting off there for the sunset.
Very cool.
Time check.
8:33. Okay, let's go see how wet our camper is. 3 downpours while we were out having dinner and drinking.
Hi.
And we figured we were coming back to a soaking wet bed because we left the hatch open, not fully open. We've got it anchored half open. It is not wet in here at all. That is so awesome. And you'd like me to turn the air on? Because it's plugged into our anchor. And then we're going to get up early in the morning to try to see the sunrise? No. No? Maybe.
Try.
7:25. Yep, we're pulling out of the campground. We're headed
to the east
my God,
end.
it's into the
Ooh.
sun.
Yeah, we didn't get up in time to see the sunrise.
But we're gonna be able to see the risen sun.
What? But we're gonna drive to the east point of the island and take a look at that, and then we're gonna get breakfast, and then we'll do a little more exploring of like maybe picturesque sites, see what we can find, just kind of exploring the island. The one restaurant I thought was right over here that had coffee.
See the brown sign?
Oh, coffee.
We decided that we needed to stop and get coffee before we did any more exploring. So we found a place that had coffee, breakfast sandwiches, and pastries.
Some bigger, fancier houses out here. Wow, that house is pretty cool. That one's pretty. I'll clear the spider webs, babe. Oh, there's a spider on a web over here going across. Whew.
Yeah, come on. Hold this.
I may need a stick. Sorry, spiders. Got me a spider web stick. Oh, look at this, is all seashells. Well, I guess I shouldn't say all. You want to walk to the island?
No. She's standing there with her stick on her shoulder like a conquering hero.
I cleared the spider webs for you, babe. But I got seashells in my shoe. Okay. Oh, and flies are biting. I'm sorry. I just whopped him with the stick.
In the face.
In the face.
You just mean.
I'm just mean. You know, girls are mean. That's interesting. So 8:20. We weren't planning on that actually being a hike. I didn't realize there was like a whole loop to hike. I thought it was just the shoreline here.
Top of the Jeep.
Oh my goodness. There is a peacock on top of this Jeep. Huh?
More way back there are those Canadians.
I can't tell what those are back there, but that is a peacock.
We decided to drive along the western shoreline next to the other end of the island, where we could tell from the map that there were a few more parks. We thought it would be fun to check out all the boats and marinas.
So there are several ways to get to the islands. You can take a ferry, you know, either just walking, car, you know, like we did with the camper. There is a high-speed boat for just passengers only. You can fly into the airport on a small plane, or you can boat. So you can take a boat, or if you boat yourself. Right. So there are a lot more residences than it would seem just driving through the main road. Main kind of roads there.
It's all touristy.
Yeah. It's so peaceful back in here. And back at the east end. Oh, beautiful stone house over here. Shangri-La. Some of these smaller houses are probably more original, like original to the island. Oh, it is a little park there right next to it. Captain Alfred.
Parker Park.
Oh, so maybe you can see the boat from here. So I will get out and walk down there. So you can barely see it. There is a boat that they have made into a house.
Where?
It is right over there. It's the white
Okay.
over there. Sometimes it's open for tours. So they have one of these locks of love fences here. Oh, some really cool locks. Turtle. Oh, look at that one. So I think the French Quarter, that other little park, should be right up here. Yeah, that gravel there. It says that this is an ice fishing ramp. And that from here you can see Rattlesnake Island and Green Island. So there are lots of little parks, just little like pocket parks dotted around the island. One of the maps you can get when you get off the ferry shows where they're all at. And so we've been just kind of driving around looking at all of those. So 9 o'clock, but we're going to do a little bit more exploring. There's still a couple roads we haven't driven down. We've driven down almost all of them, and we are going to go see the lighthouse. So this is goat soup and whiskey.
I don't want any goat soup, but I'll take some whiskey.
No goat soup. I don't think they actually have goat soup on the menu. I looked. I got the impression that's one of the fancier restaurants on the island. Gas station. Dynagard. Tim was wondering if there was a gas station on the island. Like, surely there must be.
I figured there was.
It is tucked way back in the corner back here. And so there's the airport, and they do both plane rides and helicopter rides.
In case you want to get your fly on.
Have to see where the Historical Society Museum is. So Catawba Island's where the ferry leaves from. And then we docked over here. What's this, you think?
Fuel, maybe fuel for the old light.
Oh, maybe. So that tower is the lighthouse now.
Yeah.
Oh, you were oil house for fuel storage. You were right. Police department. Is it open? Nope, it's closed until 11 probably. You found it though. Okay, so it's 10 o'clock.
We found the Historical Society.
We were gonna go to the Historical Society. That was gonna be our last stop.
It doesn't open till 11.
Yep, so it's closed. So I think we're gonna go back to the campground now. We relax for just a little bit and start getting stuff packed up, cleaned up. We have one more stop we're gonna make when we get back on Catawba Island, back on the other side.
Mainland.
The mainland. But after 11.
And we're out of here.
And we just got the camper hooked up. We're heading to the ferry. See how long it takes us to get back across. And then we will make our last stop before we head home. Missed this one, I think.
No, maybe not.
Maybe not. Good morning. We have tickets.
Yep. Thank you.
We thought we missed the ferry. Maybe we're just in time, though. All the way around.
Follow the arrows, Tim.
Yep. We get right up the center. We were waiting for another one to get out of the way. Yeah, so a lot more people in line this morning. Left turn. No parking all the way out here. All of these are lots, parking lots for the ferry. $10 per day parking. Twin Oaks Brewing, that away. Oh, nice big parking lot. Yeah. Okay, time check. Yep, noon.
And beers.
We got our beers. We're gonna order something for lunch. Very cool place.
Say what?
I said very cool place.
Yes.
Okay, 109.
24 hours.
110. And we are hitting the road home. We just left Twin Oaks Brewing and we're headed home. So definitely 24 hours in Put-in Bay. You could do like a lot more than we did.
Ohio state parks are not alcohol friendly.
Oh, true, but they're free. So, yeah. So like Indiana State Parks charge a fee. You either have to have a pass to Indiana State Parks or you pay a fee. Ohio State Parks are free, but every one we've been in says no alcohol. You know, I mean,
And I guess we're kind of the mind, and we've heard like other people say, whatever you do in your camper is your own private business. But you know, they're like dry parks basically. You know, there's no public consumption.
Yeah, I definitely recommend you plan on getting a golf cart. If
Yeah.
you go there, or you're going to be walking.
Yeah, I agree. If we were to go again with the camper, we would either bring bikes or we would just rent a golf cart. Like you drop me off or I drop you off. We'd rent a golf cart
Right.
and just leave the truck at the campground
Yep.
the whole time. Yeah, because that was what was stressful.
Trying to find a parking spot.
Yes, trying to find where to put Heckenback. Heckenback's
You know,
kind of a wide load. And like we said, Google lies. Google Images lie. So lots of places where Google Images showed cars parked is no longer car parking. It is golf carts only.
Around
And-
that big park just off the marina.
Yeah, and like you said, I could see in the future at least that central area being no vehicles allowed, being golf carts only at some point in the future. This is the end of our trip.
Yep.
We had fun.
Back to work Monday.
Back to work Monday. We've already started talking about the next trip. We've got a couple.
I knew I should have been listening.
So, okay, we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.